Okay, Jacob, welcome back to another episode of Keeping Up with College. It's very, very nice to meet you. Let's start off with just you introducing yourself, where you're from, what sport you play, and if you've committed anywhere.
Well, thank you for having me. My name is Jacob. I'm 18 years of age and I'm from Newcastle, New South Wales, on the east coast of Australia. I play soccer and I've just committed to Pratt Community College in Kansas.
Cool. What position do you play in soccer?
I play fullback, preferably right back.
Cool. Okay. Are you right-footed then?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, awesome. I'm a goalkeeper myself, so I know lots about soccer, and we obviously have lots of soccer players as our student athletes. So it's always nice
Yeah.
to have a fellow soccer player. Um, so Pratt Community College, this is exciting. When did you commit to them?
Um, Maybe at the start of the year
Okay, not
I
too long
committed.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I think like January. Yeah.
Okay, so let's take it back a little bit. When did you join us at Green Room? And then how long was it until you like got that offer?
I think I joined up and the start of 2024. I think like just as I was going into year 12.
Yeah,
Um, and then yeah, I got my offer at the start of this year. So it was like
yeah.
um, a year I was waiting. But yeah, I signed up through the Northern New South Wales football like program they had running. So Green Rooms have like an affiliate with them.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Was that
Northern New South Wales, yeah, they like promoted it, and I went along to like one of the meetings,
yeah.
and then I was pretty excited by it. So then we went from there, and yeah, here we are.
Yeah, cool. Awesome. So was that like football Northern New South Wales, was that like a seminar that Matt and Jacob were running, or what was that about?
Yeah, yeah, it was just a seminar about what they do. Um, yeah, basically what they do, how they get kids over to America, and
Hmm.
how it all works. And there was a lot of people that went, but yeah, and I was one of them
Yeah,
lucky, fortunate students to be able to sign up and
yeah,
now going over there, which is pretty exciting. So
yeah.
yeah,
Can I put you on the spot and ask you what
yeah.
they said that made you say, "Oh, yep, that's cool. I want to do that."
Oh, it was a long time ago. Um, but I think just like the idea of like, because I've always wanted to
Yeah.
travel the world and like step out of my comfort zone. I'm really like big into seeing like where life takes me, and then just the opportunity of being able to play and study at the same time. And
Mhm.
then just like the best way to do it would be through an agent, and they were just super nice, super upfront, like um, and I talked to some other agents when I was trying to find like the process of who I should go through once I wanted to go. And these
Yeah.
guys they were just super super nice and super genuine about the whole situation. So
Yeah.
yeah, it just stood out to me how nice and open they were.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. So apart from that whole seminar, since joining us, like how has the recruitment process been like so far? Was it been easy or a bit difficult or
Yeah, it's been pretty easy,
yeah.
pretty simple, like pretty straightforward. They kind of tell you what to do and you just do it, I guess.
Hmm.
Haven't really I don't think I've had any issues like things. If I have a question, just contact them and they basically just tell you what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Yeah, it's pretty simple. All it really is just send your video, tell us who you are, what sport it is that you want to play, just a little bit of background information on you, and then we sort of handle it from there, reaching out to colleges and stuff like that. So, yeah, so Pratt, do you know much about Kansas or nothing at all?
Basically nothing. I know it's like cornfields.
Yeah,
I know it's windy, and I know it gets hot and it gets cold.
yeah, yeah,
But apart from that, nothing really. Which is part of the fun, I think. Part of like the excitement behind it all.
yeah.
Um, Being able to go over and just open mind. I actually wasn't too sure about going to Pratt in the beginning when I first got the offer, and just because of the location, I wasn't too sure about it at all. And then I spoke to someone who went there, used to go there through green rooms,
Okay.
and
Who was
they
that?
just put in real. Oh, I couldn't tell you, but they did go there, and
Yeah.
they put in a really good word about it, and they just said they're really nice people, and just have an open mind about it, and so that's what I'm going in with, like an open mind, and see what happens. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, the United States is obviously huge, and I feel like, that maybe there's half an hour drive between each like town or city, and like that's a lot of towns, a lot of cities in the US, and a lot of those are like college towns. And I'm assuming Pratt would be one of those, so it'd just be like Pratt Community College in this one town, and like a couple of families living around here, a couple of businesses and whatnot. People grow up there. But that's like your college town, and everyone goes there on like nights out or weekends. Like all the students are out and about, and that's what makes college in like the US really fun, because it's like those small towns become all about Pratt or whatever college that you go to. So you're right in having an open mind. I think that's good. And but yeah, it'll be pretty small, but I think it'll be pretty fun as well. You'll get to know everyone on a much deeper level. Um, okay, so let's see. When did you actually decide that you wanted to go to the US? Was it at that seminar, or have you thought about it before that?
I think I like briefly thought about it before it, but I think this seminar really put it into
Yeah,
realization that it can actually like happen.
yeah,
Um, so yeah, I think then and there was like, oh, this
yeah.
can actually happen. So why not make it happen?
Is it the sport that really inspired you, or was it the travel, like you said before, or is it like just the whole experience in general?
I think it's just everything. Obviously, just being able to go and play soccer like every day is pretty cool. But also being able to do that on the other side of the world, getting to travel and getting to meet people from everywhere around the world. I think it's just all in all like the lifestyle and
Yeah,
everything really suits me, and I'm looking forward to it.
yeah. Um, so is soccer something that you want to pursue even after college?
Yeah, I'm hoping to see how far my career can take me.
Yeah.
I just love it, so I guess just keep playing till my body breaks down. I guess
Yeah, yeah,
at
cool.
whatever level my body will let me. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, and
that's
then we'll see what happens. Yeah.
yeah, that's fair enough. That's me right now. Obviously being a goalkeeper takes a a heavy toll on your body and my back and my hips. But yeah, I'm now out of college and I'm living in Melbourne, and I'm still playing, and I'm still training every day, and I'm exactly like you. Like I will push my body until I can't anymore. So it's just the love of the game, and the people that you meet. Like it just going to college and coming out of it, and it just makes me so like grateful for the sport in general, because of, yes, you travel, and yes, you get to uh, play the sport and train every day, and that's fun. But it's also like the people that you meet, and you know the people from all over the world, especially those that come to the US to play. Like it's a super cool feeling. So I'm very excited for you to experience that.
Thanks.
Okay, so is there anything in particular that you are going to study, that you're going to study over in Pratt, or have you got an open mind with that?
I've always wanted to do physiotherapy,
Okay.
so I'm planning on studying physical therapy as they call it. But I know that over there it's like a bit difficult to transition back over here.
Yeah.
So I can I've got that planned out, but I can also do exercise sports science.
Yeah.
Depending whatever's easier to transfer back over here at the end.
Yeah. I would probably say exercise sport science would be the easiest. I know a lot of my international friends studied exercise science. Um, I feel like physical therapy or physiotherapy will be a little bit hard to transfer back here, just like any other sort of medical degree, I guess. Just because, ethics are different, names are different, practices are different. So I don't know if like you'll have to do like a bridging course back here in Australia after you finish to sort of, bridge the gap of the practices, but or you might even have to study it again. I've got no idea, but it's worth looking into and seeing what you can do because actually, when I was over in the States and I transferred to my next college, I wanted to do paramedicine and I'd already done my first 2 years at a junior college and I was ready to do my next couple of years. Very specific into my degree, into my paramedics degree, and they kind of just told me you probably should be doing that over in Australia, studying and getting that degree like here. And I was like, oh, okay, this is nice to know. Like, I didn't know this 2 years ago would have been good to know then, so I can like sort of change my mind on what to do. Um,
Mhm.
so not to scare you or anything, or like to sort of push you to change your mind or anything, but it's just sort of worth knowing beforehand, so that you're not in shock when you go over there, like I was.
Yeah,
I mean, I probably should
yeah,
should have known myself, but that's just what happens. You learn as you go. So, but look where it ended up with me. So I'm
yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Um,
I think
okay, so have you ever been to the US before?
I have. I
Okay.
went in 2023.
Yep.
I went to like New York, LA.
With family?
Um, yeah, with my family, and then we did a road trip up the west coast.
Oh, cool. Yeah, awesome.
So yeah, I really enjoyed that, especially New York. That was my favorite place. I
Yeah,
loved it
why is
there,
that?
the vibes and everything. Um, and then I was so surprised how nice all the people were. So
In
I
New
think that's
York?
what. Well, yeah, in New York and also just in America as well.
Oh,
They
yeah.
were just really friendly. Like,
Yeah, yep, yep. I've never heard of anyone saying New Yorkers are really nice, but the rest of the states, yes. Yeah, 100%. You kind of caught me off guard. I was like, what?
yeah, well, we were in New York and some locals, we were lost, and then some locals came up to us and they were like, "Oh, do you need a hand?" And they helped us get in like the right direction.
Oh, okay.
So that was pretty surprised, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought that would be.
Nice. Oh, interesting. Um, okay, so how does mum and dad feel about you, moving halfway across the world?
Um, I think they're excited for me, but they're pretty sad and nervous as well. But mum, it's kind of her fault because she went over to Japan when she was 18 or
Ah,
17 actually to
yeah,
and it's like another language. So I was like, well, if you can do it, mum, I can.
yeah, yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah, my mum did the exact same thing, not in Japan. She did live there though, but she went when she was 17 to the United States, to Illinois. She did her high school year over in the States, her senior year, and she still has friends from, back when she graduated her high school year there. So she was the one that sort of pushed me to go to the States and sort of put myself out of my comfort zone and try new things and have new experience. So, mums have, a big influence on us. So props to your mum for, doing that as well. A whole nother country, a whole nother language and culture, mind you. I'm half Japanese, so I know a lot
Oh,
about Japan and how different it is. So that's really cool for her. Okay, so what are your long-term goals academically and athletically? Obviously, you want to see how far you can take your soccer, and you want to go through physiotherapy. Is like physiotherapy something that you want to do as a job after college back here in Australia?
yeah, I think that's been like my long term goal and like dream for a while to be a physiotherapist.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Cool.
back here in Australia, whether that's on a sports team, which would be pretty cool, but I know it's really competitive. So either that or in a practice or working with I don't know anyone really. So yeah, I've just wanted to be a physio for ages,
Mhm.
and then soccer, I guess, yeah, like you said, just take it wherever I go. It's a cool thing, like cool skill to have. You can pretty much go anywhere in the world and
Mhm.
play. So
Yeah.
I'll see where that opportunity takes me as well.
Yeah, cool. Yep, soccer can take you literally anywhere. This last year I was in Japan for 7 months and I was playing over there and um, earning money from it too. So it was a really cool experience and something that, will always be accessible to you. So I think that's really cool. If you were to be a physiotherapist for any sport team here in Australia, what would you want to do? Would you want to do soccer or would you want to do like NRL, AFL?
Ooh. In Australia, I haven't thought of this. Um, Probably soccer, but
Yeah.
I think NRL would be pretty cool as well.
Oh, yep.
Up
Be
the
brutal.
nights, near the nights.
Okay, fair enough.
Physio be a bit better crowds, but I think I'd have to be the Jets physio. I'd probably couldn't turn that down.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That would be really cool. Yeah, the great thing about the US and college especially is that there are so many athletic trainers, so many. So you'll always have access to like an athletic trainer and the training rooms over there. They're decked out. They every no matter what college you go to, they're just like full of like um, beds and tape and all the things that you could possibly want as an athlete and as a physiotherapist or an athletic trainer. They've got it all. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. So you'll have like 24/7 access to that, which is really cool. And a really good environment for you to be in too. So
Mm.
it's exciting. Okay, so does this journey, does it scare you in any way?
Um, I'd be lying if I said no. I think definitely.
Yeah,
I think just like being away from parents, I've never lived by myself before.
yeah,
So I think that definitely scares me. And then especially just going over there, not knowing anything about it really.
yeah,
Um, Not knowing anything about the place, who I'm going to be with,
yeah,
what it's going to be like. I think that scares me, but it also scares me in a good way
yeah,
as well. Like,
yeah,
it gives me an opportunity to grow and see what I'm about, see how I adapt to new situations in life. Um, and I love this quote called it says, "Be comfortable being uncomfortable." So I'm gonna really like try and do that and try and be comfortable in uncomfortable situations and in situations that I've never been in before. So we'll try my hardest to do that. But yeah, I think it'll be scary, but in a good way.
yeah. No, that's a great attitude to have and will help you definitely in the long run. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it is scary. It took me at least 2 weeks to adjust. My first time, I still remember it like it was yesterday, even though it was years ago. But the thing is, you no matter what school you go to, you'll always find your people and you'll always feel like you can sort of open up to anyone and you'll always have your phone with you and you can always call back home and do all of that stuff, but you'll be so busy with soccer, with school, if you get a job, um social outings and stuff like that, like you'll just be so busy that you won't really have time to think about anything other
Mm.
than what you're doing. And so that's what I loved about college was that I just was so busy. I had like 3 or 4 jobs at a time, and I loved that whole lifestyle. Like I was doing something all the time. So,
Mm.
but yeah, it is uncomfortable at first, but you'll get used to it pretty quickly. You'll get busy pretty quickly, and you'll have fun. I guarantee
Yeah.
you'll have
Uh,
fun.
Good question.
Yeah.
Because you're on a student visa, like what kind of jobs can you do?
So with the F1 student visas, you can only get a job on campus. So whether that's like front desk receptionist or working in the cafeteria, working as a lifeguard, working as a tutor, I'm literally listing all the jobs that I did.
Oh, lifeguard, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, so basically you can only work a maximum of 20 hours a week during school term. During summer holidays, it doubles up to 40 hours a week. Um, but yeah, so if you get two or three jobs, like more than one job, you have to spread out those hours so that it fills up 20. So you can have two jobs, you can work 10 hours at one and 10 hours at the other, 20 for the week, which is what I did a lot of the time. And that's just part of the F1 visa and the rules that they have. You cannot go over. If you do, that's a big no-no. Never had that happen. Can't tell you what will happen. But I don't think it'll be good. You'll be jeopardizing a visa basically. But you can get a job, yes. It just has to be on campus. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So, um, have you spoken to oh, I guess you have spoken to that other athlete that was there. Are there any other Aussies at Pratt that you have spoken to that are there now or are going with you?
No, I haven't. I know that there is one other student going over. I haven't connected with him yet.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Harry Lester is going over same time as you. So I think it'd be really cool for you guys to connect and you'll be going through the same experiences. So you'll relate in one way or another with each other. And it's really nice having another Aussie in your in your presence because you'll start to miss that Aussie accent because you're hearing all the American ones constantly.
I
So
don't like that.
hey,
I don't like that accent.
you
It's going to be
don't
a problem.
really?
No,
Why is that? Does it sound too?
it's annoying. But I don't know specifically what Kansas sounds like, so I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I've never been. But if it's no, I couldn't tell you. But you'll get used to it really quickly. It's funny because whenever I went to the US, and then I was there for the semester or whatever, and then I would come back home, I'd get on Qantas and I'd be like, wow, I haven't heard an Australian voice. Like I talk to the flight attendant and then I'd be like, wow, I have not heard an Aussie voice in that long. It just felt so nice. It made coming back home that much more exciting because
Yeah.
I could hear her or his accent and I was like, yeah, I'm coming home. That's how I know I'm coming home. But yeah, so it'll be nice for you boys. For both of you to connect and sort of go through this experience together. It'll be really fun and interesting. So I'll definitely connect you two together. Um, okay, so have you got all your documents that you needed, like your visa, your I-20? Have you done an SAT test?
I didn't have to do an SAT test. In the end, I was going to, and then basically I was focused on my HSE at the time.
Yeah.
So then when I got round to booking it, it was all like booked out. And
Uh,
then there was another one in like March this year,
okay.
but I already had my offer, so I
Yeah.
didn't need to in the end.
Yeah.
But I'd recommend probably doing it
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
sure.
it's worthwhile, I think. Um, just because if you want to potentially get academic scholarship, you can always use your SAT score to sort of pull money for that as well, to add on to a scholarship or to, create a scholarship for yourself. So, could be worth it. Have
Yeah,
you
my
done
school didn't. They didn't offer academic scholarships to internationals for their first year.
Okay. I didn't know
So
that.
yeah, so I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, okay.
um, there wasn't much point in the end.
Yeah. Maybe if you stay at a 4.0 or maybe something like a high GPA, maybe they can offer you academic scholarship for your second year.
Yeah, yeah, they can in your second year.
Yeah, that's something worth keeping an eye on, especially your grades and stuff. So that's handy to know. So cool. Have you got your visa ready?
Yes, I'm just in the process, literally just before I came on this meeting, of booking an appointment
Okay,
for
cool.
the with
When
the
was the
embassy.
next available appointment for you?
Oh, I hadn't looked. I was about to.
Yeah.
But I think it's like a couple weeks wait, but I don't know specifically.
Okay. It just like worries me because like trying to get a visa appointment takes forever. Or at least the way I remember it, it was like you had to book it like months in advance. Um,
Oh, right.
yeah, so
Because
I
when I
know.
spoke to I spoke to Jacob like a couple weeks ago, and he said it's like a couple weeks wait. So
Okay, okay.
my parents were
No more
stressing out
thing.
too because they had like a they had we have a friend who had to wait like months, and they had to even go to Perth to get theirs. But it wasn't student; it was like a normal visa,
Oh.
because like the wait was so long, and there's none available in Sydney, so they had to fly somewhere else.
Yeah,
But I think
I didn't know there was a US consulate in Perth. I thought there was only two, one in Sydney and one in Melbourne. So that's interesting. Maybe there is one. I don't know.
maybe I'm wrong.
Who knows? Yeah. But as long as you get your visa, you're all good. At
Yeah.
least, you know, before August, hopefully. Um, okay, so are there any concerns that you have with moving to the US?
Um, Not really. Probably just like I said, being on my own,
Yeah.
um, being away from family, like different routine, and probably like money as well. But if I can get a job on campus, then that should be okay.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely getting a job is, I think, beneficial. It, puts you out of your comfort zone, first of all. You get a bit of extra money in your pocket. You get to meet new people, and it keeps you busy. So, if you're missing home or you have other things that you're thinking about or you're bored or whatever, you'll have that job to sort of like lean back on and, sort of put your mind to it as well. So I think it's worthwhile. I don't know. Other people might say something different, but that's just me. Okay, so you know what division Pratt is?
it's a 1 and 2 school. It says like Division 1 and 2, but I think it's classifies as Division 2. But
Okay.
we play Div 1 and Div 2 schools. But as Matt like explained it to me in Kansas, they split Div 1 and Div 2 in like my conference as like Div 1 is the schools that have more population, and
Yeah.
Div 2 is the schools that have like less population.
Okay.
So the quality is like it's not what makes the Div 1 or 2 in Kansas is what I believe
Okay.
from
Interesting.
what I've heard.
Yeah, I think, oh, what's it called? It's the KJCCC, the Kansas Jayhawk Community College Conference. And I don't really know much about it myself, but I do know that Seward County Community College is in that same conference. And we just actually spoke to another student athlete with us. He's from Canberra, and he plays tennis at Seward County, which I thought was really cool. Like
Mm.
obviously, he's tennis and you're soccer, and completely different sports, but you will be versing Seward County in your conference. And if you ever travel to Liberal, Kansas, where Seward County is, it'll be interesting, for you guys to maybe meet up and you'll share the same experiences especially with us at Green Room. And it'll be another fellow Aussie that you get to meet. So it's just, something cool, and I mean, you'll meet Aussies all over the place. Like it'll be really fun for, you to hear another Aussie accent and be like, hey, where are you from? I can't tell you how many like situations I've been in. I've been like, are you? Yeah, Australia? Yeah, yeah, nice, cool. Where are you from? And it like, sparks up a conversation and you sort of meet all of these new people, and it's really cool and it's really fun. So yeah, look out for that tennis player at Seward County.
I will.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll put you on the spot again and ask you what advice you would give another fellow Aussie, another student athlete who's probably thinking about heading over to the US. What advice would you give them?
Ooh, I would say do it.
Straight up.
Like what's
Just
to
do it.
lose?
Nike. Just do it.
Like in short terms, what's to lose?
Exactly.
I mean, there's not much to lose. You just go over there, have the experience of a lifetime, and if you don't like it, you can just come home. Like it's
Exactly.
one flight away. You may have lost a bit of money, a bit of time, but like you got your whole life to make money. So I'd say do it while you're young. Enjoy being young. Enjoy making mistakes. Enjoy taking risks, and do it. But also more of just like a specific thing. Check what you want to do in your life like myself, like physiotherapy, and check that it can transfer back. Because if you want to be like a doctor or something,
Yeah.
then it might be a bit difficult.
Just a little bit
Which
different.
is yeah. So make sure you check that and understand the how that works as well.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great. That's great advice. Perfect. Well said. But yeah, I think do you have any other questions for me before?
Um. Oh yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Um.
go ahead.
So how does like because you go over there with your phone and you have like a different
Yeah.
do you put like a different SIM card in? How did you use like your international phone system?
Yeah, okay. So a lot of good question. I haven't actually thought about this, but yeah, very good question. I know a lot of other internationals, either from Europe or wherever, they in their like plan back home, they have international service. So it's just the same thing like paying like Telstra or whatever. The plan for the phone bill, and then you can use it over in the States, like the same text, phone calls, data, everything. For me, I didn't do that. And I actually struggled a little bit with this. So I got over there and I was like, oh, I need a SIM card. I relied on the school Wi-Fi and the dorm Wi-Fi for a month or so. Not good. Not good. Because I couldn't, contact anyone if I got lost or, something happened. Like it was just not good on my part. But basically, I just went online. I think I went with Mint Mobile, which is a very, very cheap company. I think it was like $10 a month or something awfully cheap. And then they sent me a SIM card. I put it in and I did the whole process again. And yeah, that's like what I used for a couple years. And then I switched to AT&T, and I had to change my phone number again, and then that's the number I had for the rest of my college career for the 4 or 5 years that I had left there. So yeah, AT&T is pretty good. They have national uh, coverage. Um, Cheapish. I think I spent maybe $50 a month, which I thought was okay for unlimited data, unlimited text and calls, and yeah, it was just worldwide, not worldwide. It was just nationwide coverage, which was really good, and yeah. So I hope that answers your question. I don't know any other phone services, but it's worthwhile researching. But AT&T was the one I went with, and I think I did a monthly auto payment through my Bank of America card. So yeah. So when you open up a bank, like I just did like a debit card, and if you want to get a job, you're gonna have to get an American bank card as well. So And then on top of that, if you want to work, um, you have to get oh, what do you call it? Oh, I forgot what you call it. But yeah, you have to get like social security number. That's it, an SSN. Um, it just means that you're official and you're able to work, basically. Um,
Oh, okay.
and you'll get taxed. That's a whole nother story. I don't want to talk about taxes and all of that. So, yep. Good luck with that one. I cannot help you there. But yeah, so we only have 3 minutes left, but um, if you have any other questions, just feel free to email me or text on the Instagram chat. I'll be able to see it. So yeah, good questions. Thanks for asking that.
That
Um,
was good.
yeah, I'll probably put those in my next my next episode. But yeah, okay. So we'll wrap it up here. Jacob, thank you so much for jumping on and speaking with me today. It was really nice to meet you, and good luck this year,
Thank you. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me.
of course. All right. Bye.